Hey everyone, it's Brie. I'm back with another Scrapbook Process video for the SpiegelMom Scraps design team. And on my desk, I'm so excited to share with y'all, is the new foam tape that Jody has in the shop. So this, I believe, is 60 yards of foam tape. Like, look how big it is compared to my hand. It is the perfect width, and there is a ton on this roll. Now I'm going to pull out my usual Scotch tape that I love to use practically on every layout. Now this is like I can't even remember how many yards this is, but that's that's like the full size right there. That's a brand new pack that I have, and that's how big the SpiegelMom Scraps one is in the shop. Like, it is massive. And what is fantastic about this foam tape, as well as the tearaway tape, which is like score tape, as well as the red line tape, Jody is able to source them from a local business where she's at, which is fantastic. It's great to support small businesses as well as local businesses as well, you know, especially during these times. So that's what I'm using today, and since I wanted to use the foam, I wanted to go ahead and create shakers like I always do to show y'all that this foam tape is fabulous. It's super sticky. It's easy to tear with your fingers as well as with some non-stick scissors. So that's why I chose to go with the shaker frame. Are you surprised? Now, I did keep that in mind. So since I had the foam tape, I was like, okay, I have to make a shaker frame or some kind of shakers so that y'all can see, or so that I could basically use the foam tape. So I'm actually using the Shine On and On sequin mix. It's a brand new mix for December. It's a new sequin release. And then I'm pairing it with, I think it's the classical favorites or classic favorites. I have it right here. It is Holiday Classics. Not even close. So that's what the sequin mix is. I wanted some red and green and some white in with that beautiful gold. Now, I am honestly digging through my stash and trying to get a lot of my supplies used up. I'm mainly using the Pink Fresh Studio collection. I believe it's called December Days, but then I also pull a few items that are Hip Kit Club exclusives from their December kits, or maybe some from their December daily kits from a few years back. So I just have a lot of Christmas stuff that's like kind of all together. I couldn't find my ephemera. I know I had ephemera from both of these collections and I couldn't find it. So I'm just using what I was able to find, and kind of it got me in the creative mode and to try to use what I had or what I had on hand. And I really love how it turned out. Now, this is a super simple layout. It took me like no time at all to create it. I didn't use a cut file. I didn't do crazy mixed media. It was super simple. So I hope it inspires you in some way today in regard to creating something beautiful and fun, but not maybe taking, like, if you maybe you only have 20 minutes to create, or you're trying to create every 15 minutes or at least 15 minutes a day and just want something simple. So real quick. Okay. So I have pulled out this new product that Jody I believe is going to include in some of the pigment splash kits. She's got some new ones coming to the shop, so keep an eye out on those. But this is some adhesive foil that I have put on a piece of, I think it's 80-pound cardstock, and I ran it through my silhouette. I used the Flurries background cut file that you can find in the SpiegelMom Scraps shop, and it's a free cut file. And I ran it through my silhouette, and it cut out the most gorgeous foiled snowflakes. And they're so pretty and so shiny. And I'm going to show you more here in just a second. So here is my completed shaker. I love how it turned out. Here are all the little snow flurries that I cut out on my silhouette. Like I said, I just applied the entire I think it's like almost a 6x6 piece of that gold foil onto some Nina white cardstock. And then I cut it, like I said, on my silhouette. Since it is foil, I did run it through, I had the cut file pass twice. So yeah, there was 2 passes just to make sure it was cut correctly and that my little flurries would release really nicely. And they released like butter. They were so fun. Obviously, they're really intricate, so I kind of had to be careful and separate those little snowflake legs, I guess you could say. I don't think it's a leg. It's, you know, they stick out. Anyways, so yeah, you just have to be careful. So I cut a bunch, and I'm just gonna like scatter them around my page. I really didn't have a design in mind. I just started creating and went for it. I was truly inspired by the gold foil. That's why I chose this collection, because it also matched that Shine On and On sequin mix as well. So there's lots of gold going on in my layout. I've got some red and some green, and yeah, it was just super simple and fun, and I really enjoyed creating this. So I failed to mention, I backed that little shaker with a piece of vellum, so you can kind of see the background there. I didn't want to back it with like another piece of pattern paper. I really wanted my sequins to stand out, and those gold ones are so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere all those little snowflakes down. Now, I do have to say, since this foil is super shiny, it was kind of a challenge to take photos of. So in most of the photos, they'll look gold in the photos at the end of this video, but then there's one where it looks super dark and you can barely tell that it's like gold. It kind of looks almost silver. So yeah, it's super shiny. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you look at the final photos. So I love this font and I think these are Hip Kit Club exclusive alphas. And I'm so sorry. I know this was from several years ago. It may be like 4 years ago. I don't even know. But I love this font, and I wanted my title to like fit perfectly where like up in that little section. And then I wanted it to fit nicely, like snuggle right underneath my photo. So I usually like to spell out Christmas. I did shorten it just because for size and space sake, I guess. And so that's why I just made it Xmas. And yeah, so usually I do like to spell out Christmas when I can. But for this specific layout, I kind of liked how it looked and kept everything kind of centrally located right in the middle. And yeah. Super simple design. I added that little house and a tree with a bird and that other house that's sitting on that little chipboard frame. And I think I forgot to mention that is a Pink Fresh Studio frame. I think. I can't remember. A lot of the exclusives for this collection or these collections looked very similar, so I can't remember which is which. But yeah, those were on a pattern paper, and I just fussy cut those out. And then I added some of those puffy stickers from Hip Kit Club. And yeah, just getting stuff used up. I am a huge hoarder, like I'm sure like every other paper crafter out there. I want it all. I want all the collections. It's just, I don't know, there's something about getting all the new things, and so sometimes I have a hard time keeping up. So being able to go back and dig through my stash and get a lot of it used up really makes me happy. And I like this simplicity look of this layout. You know, it is simple, but it's got all of that gold foil and the gold sequins, as well as the holiday classic sequins in that shaker. So it's fun, and it looks like maybe I spent a lot of work on it, but I did it so quickly, and it was a lot of fun. So I finished up with some white paint splatters. Here, there's my code Brianna15 to save you 15% off in the shop. Here is the final layout, as well as some up-close shots where you can see that beautiful shaker, as well as that lovely adhesive gold foil. Yes, so definitely keep an eye out for the new pigment splash kits that Jody will release. I'm not sure when, but just keep an eye out. And thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.